Today we're looking at some of our favorite passive bookshelf speakers priced in the $1,500 to $2,500 range. When you're shopping at this price point, it's hard to make anything but a good choice. All the models in this price bracket will sound fantastic when you match them with a great amplifier and your favorite music. That's not to say that you can't get really nice speakers for less. Check out our other speaker roundups to see some of our favorites. But if you can afford to step up, the models we'll talk about in this video offer high-quality construction benefits like top-notch drivers and internal circuitry, extensive damping, and furniture-grade finishes. In this price range, you see a good number of three-way speakers to choose from. That means they have three drivers, a woofer and tweeter like the more common two-way design, plus another driver specifically for mid-range. You could, and if you're motivated, I think you should spend some time studying up on different speaker designs, the sound characteristics of driver materials and tweeter types. It'll help inform your final decision and ensure that you enjoy your speakers for the long haul. You could also take a look at our scorecard for any of these speakers to get a quick snapshot of each speaker's sound profile. It rates them for detail, bass, and vocals. It also shows you where they sit on the warm to bright sound spectrum and gives you a quick summary of what our customers think about them. For the speakers on this list with an impedance rating below 8 ohms, we always recommend a high-performance amplifier to get the best sound quality, so keep that in mind as you check out the specs. Some of these speakers are biampable. That means they've got two sets of binding posts so you can power the high and low frequency sections separately, which can help improve their dynamic range and reduce distortion. Biampable models can also run perfectly well with a normal single-wire connection, and they usually come with jumpers, which are pre-installed and link the two pairs of terminals together. Most of the speakers on this list feature ported cabinets. That means they have vents in the enclosure that direct airflow for better bass extension. Some of them have them in front and some in back. For rear ported cabinets, the bass can get a little baggy if you set them up too close to the back wall. Front ported cabinets generally give you more flexible placement options. And while these models are all technically bookshelf speakers, they all deserve to be mounted on high-quality stands, and some of them even include matching ones. Okay, let's get into the picks. Best overall, the KEF R3 Meta. The R3 Meta pair has a slightly more traditional look, but you know you're looking at and listening to a KEF design. They come in walnut, gloss black, indigo, and white finishes. These are three-way speakers using 1-inch aluminum dome tweeters mounted concentrically with 5-inch aluminum cone mid-range drivers. Behind the tweeters, KEF uses their own metamaterial absorption technology, a labyrinth-like structure that absorbs unwanted noise for effortless, detailed high frequencies. And the 6.5-inch hybrid aluminum cone woofers can deliver plenty of controlled substantial bass. This driver array works with the well-damped offset rear-ported cabinets and KEF's impeccable crossover design to put out an exceptionally balanced soundstage. This is a model that our customers consistently rate with 5 stars and love as much for music as for movie and TV sound. The best three-way retro style, Wharfedale Linton. The Linton belongs to the British Wharfedale's heritage line of speakers. They have a distinctive mid-century modern look that comes in a few beautiful wood veneer finishes that are matched within each pair. In the summer of 2025, I had the privilege of interviewing Wharfedale's head of speaker design, Peter Como, in part to talk about the popular appeal of these retro-styled speakers. The two key things that I came away with are, first, that these speakers are anything but old-fashioned inside. The drivers, crossover, and cabinet design are the sum of Wharfedale's decades of experience in high-end speaker design. And second, the right-angled, rectangular, wide baffle cabinet has a sonic benefit over thinner, curved cabinets, which can sound like they're losing power when the wavelength of sound they're playing exceeds their physical width. The Linton puts this concept into practice with a three-way design. They use asymmetrically mounted soft dome tweeters for silky smooth high frequencies, along with 5-inch mid-range drivers and 8-inch woofers made of woven Kevlar for a warm, accurate, and lifelike soundstage. Our customers love them, and when I had a chance to test them in my living room, I understood why. They make everything sound great, and you can listen to them for hours without any fatigue. I love the matching stands, too. They're super stable, and they're designed to hold 12-inch vinyl records. Most compact, the Sonus faber Lumina II. This is another pair of speakers that I had a chance to spend time listening to in my own living room. The Sonus faber Lumina II has an organic look and feel, and I'd describe their sound as warm, intimate, and engaging. They're designed and made in Italy, and you can see a lot of detail in the finish. It's multi-layer wood baffle on the walnut and wenge versions, soft leatherette wrap, large silk tweeter and unique waveguide, and integrated vented pedestal foot. The silk in the tweeter and the paper cone of the 6-inch woofer contribute to the rich, natural soundstage that I think is suited for medium-sized spaces. They have a quality of harmonizing with their surroundings, visually and sonically, easily blending with decor and company, which makes them very easy to live with. Most transparent, Focal Aria Evo X No. The Aria Evo X No. from French speaker maker Focal gives you their famously transparent sound in an elegant enclosure that comes in high gloss black and moss green finishes, as well as beautiful real walnut wood veneer version. Their signature aluminum and magnesium M-shaped inverted dome TAM tweeters are set in urethane waveguide plates for exceptional horizontal projection, and their 6.5-inch flax cone woofers feature a tuned mass damper surround that helps give these speakers a natural, neutral response that lets you hear the music as the artist intended. Design touches like the leatherette front baffle and back panel give the Aria Evo X No.1s a soft touch that's easy to live with. And since the enclosure is front ported, you can place these closer to the wall without needing to make bass taming adjustments. Best two-way retro style, the KLH Model Three. Our customers rave about KLH's retro style Model 3 speakers, using superlatives to describe their fantastic sound and aesthetic appeal. Even though they are technically bookshelf speakers, these are large and weigh nearly 30 pounds each. With their included matching stands, they'll fit into your space more like floor-standing speakers. The 1-inch aluminum dome tweeters in these speakers is set in a machined aluminum faceplate for clear, detailed treble. And the Model 3's 8-inch woofers can provide substantial bass that's never bloated. That's thanks in part to their cabinet's non-ported acoustic suspension design. You can also use the passive 3-position sound shaping switches to tailor the speaker's output to your listening room's acoustics. Their look is definitely a throwback to a time that a lot of us feel some nostalgia for, with beautiful real wood veneer finishes in English walnut, West African mahogany, and Nordic noir. The included stands are low and angled slightly upward for an ideal listening angle. Most elegant, the Bowers & Wilkins 706 S3. Bowers & Wilkins 706 S3 speakers have an elegant, compact design and the British company's sonically detailed sound profile. Form meets function in build details that catch your eyes and ears. Curved front baffles and overset 6.5-inch woofers, mesh diffusers on the decoupled carbon dome tweeters, and rear-firing flow ports are all part of a design that exercise precise control over the 706 S3's articulate response. Our customers love the clarity they hear from these speakers and share that they work equally well for music as for front, left, and right speakers in a home theater sound system. And with a compact footprint and beautiful white and black lacquered finishes, as well as a real wood mocha version, they'll complement pretty much any home decor. Okay, that wraps up our list of the best passive bookshelf speakers, priced between $1,500 and $2,500. For a lot of people, myself included, shopping for speakers in this price range feels like the kind of commitment that you want to enter into advisedly. So I hope that this video has given you some insights into what makes each of these models unique. In a perfect world, you could listen to all of them side by side and pick your favorite. That's a tall order and out of reach for most of us, which is why Crutchfield developed our online SpeakerCompare tool. It lets you audition virtual renderings of different speakers at home with headphones. You can listen to most of the models in this video on our website. Just click on the Listen with SpeakerCompare button to get started. And if you have questions about any of these models, or if you want to dig deeper into what's available, get in touch with us here at Crutchfield.